Hello, I'm David Nelson. Welcome to Newsmax. I'm here at the Simon Graduate School of Business annual conference here in New York City. Putting on an event like this is an enormous undertaking. So to help us out and joining us is Mark Zupan. Mark is Dean and Professor of Economics and Public Policy at the Simon School. He has a pedigree a mile long, but I'm just going to mention that he has a PhD from MIT. Mark, welcome. Thanks so much for taking the time today.
Delighted to be here. Thanks for joining us, David.
You know, Mark, this is my second time here. I was here last year, and continually I'm impressed. You have some of the brightest minds in finance and public policy. What are some of the major goals tonight?
To articulate first and foremost the role markets and entrepreneurship play in creating value and bettering society. It's part of our vision statement. Business school rankings matter, but you also want to have an impact on society, and they're critical issues, whether it's education reform, financial market reform, quantitative easing, that we can weigh in. Healthcare reform. We have intellectual expertise bringing academics, policymakers, business leaders to help shed light on important issues of the day and provide a wonderful networking opportunity too for the students and the attendees.
Well, when you look at the list of speakers, Steve Forbes, Governor Plosser, it's pretty impressive.
We've been very pleased, and it's grown through alumni support, connections to individuals. Paul Singer, who came this morning, who's an undergrad alum, had a fabulous kickoff to today's activities. Looking forward to Lou Gerstner's Executive of the Year award today.
Let me get your thoughts on education policy. You know, recently there's been press, negative press actually, about the cost of education, and I wanted to get your thoughts. You know, if education costs continue to rise, will we end up shutting out some of our brightest minds?
That's an important objective for higher educational institutions, to keep providing opportunity, whether it's scholarships or better outreach, and that has to be a responsibility of ours to the core, and it is at the Simon School and the University of Rochester. And when you look at the discount rate, even though the actual retail price gets cited in the popular media press, the average discount rate's 45%. So the typical price people pay is just slightly over half what's listed. So that also has to be taken into account. And those are alums and friends providing generous scholarship support to provide that opportunity to the next generation.
You know, I was looking around the conference, and I see some very bright young individuals here. And I'm wondering, how difficult is it for a graduate student going out into the real world to translate what he learns at the Simon School into real-world economics?
Part of the educational process is to give people opportunities through case competitions, business plans, real-world projects to help ease that transition. Alums and industry leaders play a key role because they provide mentoring how they took those same steps themselves. And then the conference helps in a small way as well by letting people sit next to each other and realize that, you know, I was once in your shoes, and provide advice what it'll take to make for success in the business world.
Mark, thank you so much for your views. Congratulations on the conference. I hope we can come back again next year.
Open door invitation. Thank you, David.
We've been talking with Mark Zupan of the Simon School. I'm here in New York City. Thanks for joining. I'm David Nelson for Newsmax.